Hey, what's up? It is DJ. Holy cow, do we have a lot of mods to talk about today. In total, 51 mods released on a Tuesday. Come on. It's supposed to be a nice, easy day today. All platforms got 37 new, 10 updates, and PC and Mac players got 1 new and 3 updates. So you're seeing 47 of those 51 released for all platforms today. Of all the mods that were released, there's really not a lot that you haven't seen before. As a matter of fact, the Rake that we've got here and the 2 maps are going to be the only ones that we'll actually take a look at in the game. Everything else is just a version of something that you've already seen. Still, check those timestamps linked down below, and let's jump right in. Starting off today, new ones for all platforms, a Peaceful Acres, a brand new map for all platforms. The map's been created using real-life terrain data in central Pennsylvania area. Peaceful setting to unwind and enjoy what we all love, farming. There are 29 different fields to choose from, small to medium in size. I would say medium to large. These are quite big. It's a normal size map as well. We jump in, take a quick sneaky peek at what we get as far as new farmer mode goes, and we're going to be down here. It does look like we can purchase the outside of the map. It is $0, so big shouty outy to the modder for that. It's not always something that people get right, so perfect job there. Pricing for the fields, it looks like the biggest one's about $1 million. That is a very good sign, and the rest of them not too shabby, a little expensive, but you know what? Hey, these are pretty big fields and pretty easy to farm around. I mean, just look at these things. Nice, wide open areas. You'd be good to go. We got 1 pre-placed farm with equipment to start farming and 3 starting fields that you can use. You also have animal and production points, and buying field number 30 gives you all common areas, etc., as we've already mentioned reading through the mod description. So we've got these fields right down south to us, and then we've got a nice road here on the edge of the map that we can get to all of them, and it looks like everybody's ready for harvest as soon as you jump in a new farmer, which is fantastic. Doesn't look like we've got any new crops, so heads up there. Here is your crop calendar, as I know that is important. We have a chicken coop, 2 chicken coops, 3 chicken coops, oh my goodness, a cow barn, and a sheep barn starting a new farmer mode, so that is very, very cool. Let's see if we can count how many animals we've got here. So 11, and another 11, so 33 chickens. We've also got 30 sheep, and we've got 60 cattle. Goodness gracious. As far as contracts, of course, we've got those. Lots of owned production chains. Holy, that's a whole bunch, and we still have a couple more that you could purchase. And as far as what you get in new farmer mode, here is all of your equipment, and that is a great setup of starting equipment. Goodness. The next new one is a map that I'm going to butcher the name of. I'm so sorry. Cybuchowo? I know that's wrong. I know it deep down in my heart. This is a small village among fields and forestry, waiting for a new farmer like you. The map contains 193 fields. There's a lot of little ones. 221 areas to purchase, BGA, sawmill, etc. There's also 3 farms on the map. Here is your PDA, and we'll pop around and see exactly what we get in new farmer mode. And there's a lot of new colors there because we have a lot of new crops on this map. So here you go. Here's a nice little bunch of them right there. I don't see any more around. Usually they're kind of spread out, and there's one there. If you see any more, hey, let me know. So how about those new crops that we've got added? Well, there is a few. So just to name them all, we've got alfalfa, rye, spelt, triticale, clover, mustard, flax, buckwheat, field grass, silage, maize, corn silage, green rye, vetch rye, and mustard cover crop. There you go. There's all of your new crops that have been added. Additionally, there are new cultivation periods for wheat, barley, and oats. So those are going to be a little bit different. So down here's your wheat, which I'll be honest with you, it looks the same. I don't know what's different about this. Is it backwards? Well, it's backwards from the way that it normally is, isn't it? No? I don't know what's changed. It looks exactly the same to me. As far as your animals go, we got a chicken coop and a cow barn. However, there are no animals in either one. Of course, contracts as always. We have no owned production chains, but we do have a lot of them to choose from, and we actually have some new products as well, including blueberries, blueberry cake, blueberry milk, blueberry jam, juice, cream, pumpkins, pumpkin cake, mustard, buckwheat groats, OSB boards, wood pallets, or pellets rather, linseed oil, and dried mushrooms. And as always, here is a quick list of all of your starting pieces of equipment. Oh, and I don't know if I mentioned or not, but neither of these maps have any required mods, so that is fantastic. So that's our maps. Now let's talk about our mods. And we're going to start with the vehicles, the Massey Ferguson 5650. This one is from Holz FS and Wagner, and we have 4 things in here. You've got the combine harvester, grain head, corn head, and a header trailer. A couple different wheel options to choose from. You got a 4x2, a 4x4, so you've got all-wheel drive, and then you've got a track version here too. So that is nice. The track version looks like it's going to be just the tracks pulling though, no rear wheel assist. Do got some chunky things in here though. Check that out. Back stickers include a reflective triangle. Cabin, you can add some cabin options on here. There you go. That's very cool. You've got a single rotor or double rotor and spreader beacon lights. Got some of those. Exhaust, windows, color of the mats, well, tracks anyway, not really mats. Attachments on the front, you've got a standard and side float, and you got your spreader as well as a pipe. Go with the pipe option number 2. It's a little bit higher. It's going to be a lot easier to unload with that. Cutter bar, we do have one option, but it's just changing up the color of your forks. 5.8 meters is 6 miles an hour. As far as the corn header, goodness gracious, every time I back out of this header, by the way, my game slows down. It just kind of stops out of nowhere. I don't know what's going on. Then the corn head, 4.6 meters is 7 miles an hour. And we've got a couple different side protectors, but there's really not a lot going on there, to be fair. And then you've got your side float or standard set. Header trailers, pretty basic. You got rim color, but that's it. Oh, and the things you probably want to know the most, holds 5,000 liters, and it's got a 180 horsepower engine, 250 liters of fuel, and it goes 21 miles an hour. Now our next one is the CLAAS TRION 700. Now with this one, this is not our first CLAAS TRION mod. However, we do have a very nice setup of customization options. So as far as your engine goes, you got 367 horsepower all the way up to 435. That is also going to change your capacities from 10,005 up to 12,000. Very cool there. You got a variable transmission, 1,000 liters of fuel, and goes 18 miles an hour. So be ready for that. Wheel options, as you would expect, plenty of stuff through here. Wheels and tracks, so you get to choose what you like. Straw distribution on the back between 6 and 11 meters spread. So that's cool. Ladder, you could go foldable or standard for the front. Beacon lights, you got your standard and your double flash. Field scanner is a yes or a no around towards the front. Ain't gonna do nothing, but it does look very, very cool, don't it? You got a brake light with a safety bar or a pipe. Very neat through the back. GPS, of course, you don't have to put that on if you don't want to, but it does look cool. And then you've got your unloading spout for a pivot or standard, and then the pipe can be a very, very, very long pipe on there. Got you a new John Deere, the John Deere 6030 Comfort Series. This may be one of my favorite mods that has come out today. This is from DB Modding. We got engines from 125 up to 185 horsepower. Nice and cool wheel brands to choose from as per usual. You got some extra lighting which could be added. You've got a design which could be added, which is going to be your beacons and things like that. Attachments, you've got a front weight setups, or you've got front hydraulic. I prefer hydraulic, so you can use what you like. Got your Starfire, and you even got front loader for Hauer and Quickie. Oh, and front fenders. A little bit lower down than usual, but no biggie. Next one is our Case IH Magnum 7200 Pro Series, not to be confused with the Case IH Magnum 7200 Pro Series. This one has darker rims, so you may be able to see those darker rims. It also doesn't have any shine on the mirrors at the top, shining down, and the whole thing just looks a little bit dark. So in comparison with the other one versus this one, well, there you go. That's what you got. As far as your power, you've got, well, no horsepower listed here for some odd reason. It doesn't say a thing, but we do have between 170 and 306 horsepower. So at least we know that. Wheel brands, wheel setups. You got your Pro decal, which you can take it off. Thank goodness. Beacon lights, got all kinds of beacon lights folded top, even a beacon bar. So if you're going to go woo, 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 you can pretend to be Farmer Cop and go for that additional lights. You got a small LED bar. I mean, there's lights everywhere, dude. So you can just throw them around. Tinted windows, of course, you got those. Window decals, you got a little Case IH on there. You do it in white or throw case all the way around if you want to make it like a show tractor or something like that. Interior accessories with a carpet, table, or both. Exhaust setups, fenders, front loader, and main color design and rim color. Got a whole bunch going on right here with this thing. Goodness gracious. You knew I had to cut on the beacon. It's actually not too wild and crazy. Not like we have seen in the past before. It also looks like the front and the back are identical. Yeah, so it's just 2 sections. From HR4s, we got the Ponsse Harvester pack. They released the Ponsse Forwarder pack not too long ago. And now we got the Harvesters. So we got 5 Harvesters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 of them are going to be harvesters, which are located in the rear, and the other is going to be located in the front. So you go back through, you got the Cobra, the 6-wheel, the 8-wheel, the 8-wheel active frame, and the Scorpion King, as well as an Alpine Synchro winch. So you can choose that if you would like. This is pretty similar to a lot of the other stuff that we've got, so we can take a look at this, and you can choose your customizations on the other ones as well. 285 up to 385 horsepower, wheel brands, all phosphors. You've got the Magnums on there, so everything you would expect through there. Window tints, back protection, which could be added, lower protection, exhaust, window, position lights, extra extinguishers, chainsaw holder. Yep, you got it. You've got a bogey lift on there, and then color options galore. You're going to find the exact same customization options on all of these. Otherwise, these are pretty normal when it comes to your log harvesters. That's why I've been kind of scraping over a lot of the mods so far, and we'll continue to do that throughout the video because there's not a lot that's new. It's just a little bit different with different customization. Speaking of, we got another Lizard Road Rage. This one from the modder who's brought it to us in 17, 19, and 22. Mr. Vector Man, good buddy of mine. I hate I missed him at FarmCon this year. Speaking of, get that FarmCon vlog out if you want to go check it out. I did not send it to subscriber boxes because, well, not a lot of people watch the vlogs, and I get it. So I just shared it. If you want to watch it, hey, go check it out. Nonetheless, here you go, 460 horsepower. And you got a couple colors. I'm guessing we can go red and then black and we get a stripe. Love it. If you're curious the difference between this and the other one that we got, was it last week or something? That one has doors which are opened, and we've got quite a few other customization options on that one. So we can kind of tell which one went through testing first. Then we get into our tools and equipment and stuff like that. We have the CLAAS VARIO 680 930 pack. This is going to have 3 combine harvester headers. You got a 9.3, 7.7, and 6.8 meters, kind of in a reverse order there. And you also have the VARIO trailer, and you could choose the size of whichever one you want. It's actually a great pack, and I tell you what, having a single axle header trailer with a 9.3 meter header, not too bad. I dig that. Hand tools getting a little bit more popular these days. We got another one, the Rake. This is a windrow. It's going to cost you 20 bucks. 10 horsepower, so I hope your player has the power of 10 horses. Just kind of stupid joke. It's got a 1 meter worker with it 6 miles an hour, and you can also walk with it at 6 miles an hour. And I truly, really want to check this thing out. Oh, we can tab to it. All right, let's walk our Rake out to the field. This looks so silly. Looks like he's doing an interpretive dance after losing a bet. Good. We can pick it up. This will be much faster. All right, so let's turn it on and go forward. And, well, it's working. All right. Yeah, not bad at all. I don't know if you would be using swaths from a 10-meter mower or not. However, I think, as you can see, this is definitely working. It's working great. It's kind of difficult to steer. Well, it's not difficult. It just looks difficult. So, yeah. It's working. It's working A-okay. Just try and, line it up, and you'll be good. Cool beans? Cool beans. All right, let's keep going. Don't have to go very far for the next one. The Randon Bulk Roadtrain. This bad boy comes in 4 pieces. You could buy the front portion, the middle portion dolly. You could buy the bulk trailer itself, or you could buy the full Roadtrain setup and then add to it from there. How cool is that? So we got capacities of 22,000. Bell trailer, you've also got 48,000. I probably shouldn't go in that order, and I apologize. You do have multiple different tire configurations. This is from Farm Central Stoll, so if you're used to their stuff, you will see all of their stuff. A Brazilian, South American styling on everything. You've got rim design as well as wheel bolts, cover design, so you can change that up. Unfortunately, I don't see a way to remove that, which will be unfortunate. Mud flaps lighting, you've got that. Additional rear lights, mud flap designs, you can even change those up. Security plate, wheel accessories, you got those. Side protectors, suspension height, you can crank up that rear end. Actually, you just crank up the whole thing. Goodness. Where does it stop? Go, 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 go. Ah, dropped it down. Look at that height difference. Jeez. You also have trailer hitch, yes or no, around towards the back side. So that is very, very cool. Lights configurations, tire pressure gauge, and we have colors for everything, including the air around it. Now, this is going to be exactly the same on the bulk trailer as well as the Roadtrain, but we do have a little bit of a different setup on the dolly. This is all going to be based around the wheels, so everything that you did for your wheels, mud flaps, additional rear lights, wheel accessories, and even suspension height. Oh yes, you got that on there too. All of that is going to be present on the dolly. Very, very good looking mods. Super high detail on these. So if you're looking for something South American-esque, these are a great option. If you've been waiting on a Fendt Tigo pack, well, we have the Fendt Tigo pack today. We have 4 loading wagons in here. You got 38,000, 4450, and 54,000 liters. All of these are going to have similar specs. Otherwise, you got a cover, foldable, my favorite. Doesn't say anything on top of it though, so there is that. Wheel brands, still normally get a whole lot of wheel brands on trailers. We got Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Vredestein, and that is it. You get a speed sticker around Ford's back. You can throw a 60, 50, or 40 kilometer per hour stickers on there. You've got the beater rotors, which sounds extremely uncomfortable to say out loud, but 2 or 3 of those around towards the back. Silage additive tank, and we've got colors as well. Maybe you like the Fendt setup, but you don't want it to look like a Fendt. Well, you can change it up if you want. Next, we have the Lizard trailer pack from Matt26. This includes 4 trailers through here. You got the BB12 as well as the BB14, the CH BB12, and the CH BB14. Different color options. I'm guessing these are based off of something, but I couldn't tell you what. We've got capacities from 12 to 21 and 15 to 26. We'll show off one of the larger ones here. So you can go with that capacity options. You've got your wheel brands, wheel setups, structural rib, front, ladder, or platform, hitch damping. You've got that. What is hitch damping? Oh, it's around towards the front. Neat. Don't normally get that option. That is kind of cool. A window could be added towards the front. You got warning signs and color options galore. Your next one is one that I'm not going to say the whole name of, the F.LLI Dig 75. This is actually for vineyard work. So this is a vineyard slurry tanker. Slurry and digestate. You've got an 8.2 thousand liter capacity, 6 mile per hour max speed, and 75 horsepower required. It also weighs 1.9 tons empty, because I know that matters. This is going to get quite heavy for a small tractor by the time it's all said and done. You got a couple different setups for your colors there. You got PTO setups and license plate. Next up, the Kverneland DF2, not to be confused with the Kverneland DF2. So our new one is going to be this one, the one with the gray top on it. You've got no customization options for the tank at the front that holds seeds, and you've got no customization options for the back. Now, if you check out this version right here, you've got color options. That is from Hispano Modding. It was released about a month and a half ago, and this one is from Bayern Gamers, released, well, today. 7/22. The other one was 6/11. This includes a seeder. It's not a direct drill. Oh, it is a direct drill. Oh, well, DJ was mistaken, and I apologize. 260 horsepower, required 6 meters, 7 miles an hour, so a little bit quicker, nothing too on crazy, but yes, additionally, seeder offers possibility to see directly. Okay. Oh, the other one does not have that. So that is definitely a plus. Next one's going to be the Hauer equipment pack. All of these are available in orange or black. You've got 2 bell grabs. You've got kind of like a multi-grab, if you want to call it that. And then we've got more of a logging style grab, although I think this one would be more for transporting logs as well. They all run with front loaders. There you go. Next one's our MX pack. This has a total of 4 front loaders, 16 tools, and 3 weights. Well, they say 3 weights. It looks more like, I don't know, 7 to me. Multi-mass 6, 9, 12, 15. Multi-bumper. Yeah, that's not 3. Anyway, through these front loaders, you are going to have a couple different setups for your terminal down there. You've also got the implement carrier, and you've got your color options, which includes everything. Thank you. Horsepower ratings of 40, 40, 40, and 80. So these are a little bit smaller than you would expect. We do have a forge grab right here. So that is nice. 960 liters for that. It was available in 965 as a bulk. And then we've got it in a 1160 and 1655 setup. So these would be great for mucking out cattle and things like that. You do have some buckets of 840, 875, and 2,395. Then we get some of these guys. These are mainly for silage work and things like that, so you'll be able to get stuff out and you can make TMR out of them. At least it does appear that way, so that's kind of cool. You've also got a pallet fork, bell grab, multiple bell grabs, as a matter of fact, bell spikes. This one looks kind of interesting, a little bit mean. Love it. And then, of course, as we mentioned, weights and stuff like that. This is a very, very, very involved pack with a lot of different customization options. A lot of work went into this. We also have the Stoll pack, but this one's a little bit less involved, if you want to call it that. We do have a couple different brands in here, though. Not often that we get New Holland as a brand, but we got New Holland and Case in here. That's cool. Hydraulic cycles, you got 3 or 4 on there, and then you've got the Stoll FZ60, so available in 130 or 160 horsepower recommended variants. And if you want these in a variant that works with the GTA and Xylon from the FarmCon pack from FS22, well, you've got those here as well. So there you go. There is the 130 and 160. However, they have been modified to work with the Fendt GTA and the Fendt Xylon. So you've got all the attachments pertinent for those in the front. The GTA is one of my favorites. So definitely check those out if this is something that you were looking for. I don't think these are going to be available in Case, though. Yeah, no. Last one we're going to talk about is this bad boy right here, the Net Holder PM. It's available for twine, wrap, and net. We do have a main color available for all of the colors, including, you guessed it, toothpaste tractor. Next up, new for all platforms, we have the AGI grain dryer. This is from Cybuchowo and is very, very cool. So as far as inputs go, we've got wheat, barley, oats, corn, canola, soybeans, sorghum, and sunflowers. And outputs are going to be, well, the dried versions of all of those. You'll also need propane, which is very, very cool. So you will have a propane station which comes with this, which means we now have dried crops and propane on every single map, as long as you use this production. I haven't checked yet, but I'm guessing this is going to work absolutely perfectly with Alma and Iowa Plains and other Cybuchowo maps. Haven't tested it yet, but we'll be testing that very soon. Next is coffee production. Grow, sell, and roast your beans. Not in that order, of course. You can grow them in the greenhouse, which has an option for a pallet out or a silo, so you can have either one of those. Then you need to get your roast stones, so you'll be able to roast coffee beans, and then you sell the coffee beans. Very cool. We've also got the pig food maker all crops. So they're all separated into 3 different categories. You got grains, proteins, and root crops. You can see right here all of the different ones: wheat, barley, sorghum, oat, rice, long grain rice in your grain, and protein, canola, corn, sunflower, soybeans, peas, green beans, and spinach, and root crops, potatoes, sugar beets, red beets, carrots, and parsnips. And you're able to put all those in and mix it all around. Next is mineral feed production and pig feed. With this one, you can make mineral feed, pig feed, and you can also do cut sugar beets if you would like. We also have the flour mill, which allows you to take all of your different grains and turn them into separate types of flours. Or better yet, hit up the country bakery where you can make 2 different types of bread and 2 different types of cakes. We also have some animal pens. However, they are both chicken coops. First was the old US chicken coop. This is from Icas Fendt. What I did? This one will hold 100 chickens. A little bit different is the long chicken barn. This holds 500 chickens. We also have the water points, which for some reason doesn't want to load any of the screenshots. So we'll look at the one that we've got. This features water production tanks that generate free water over time, available in 4 sizes and 3 designs and 5 colors. There's also matching water storage tanks, so you could put them in here, and some fire hydrants. It storages the large hay shed from Ada Mining and the ABP team. This holds 4,000 bales or pallets. Metal hay lofts available in 4 sizes: small, medium, large, and extra large. Liquid storage, placeable liquid and herbicide storages for your maps. Corrugated sheet metal warehouse. Is there also going to be some object storage? Underground storage. This is also object storage. Not really underground so much as just kind of disappears a little bit. Your only shed pack today is the Dutch shed pack, available in 4 different styles and 3 options. Hydraulic bollards, and we have the yellow tray, which is more than just a placeable. It's placed in your field to detect infestation by pests, at least in real life. In the game, it works like a beehive, only without producing honey, and it also increases the yield in your fields. It's height adjustable, and the lid is removable. 2 variants, one with and without a collision. Now let's talk about updates for all platforms. We got Schemberger 2K25 version 1.3 down at the bottom. Fixed collision with several sheds, added new splines to improve AI performance, repositioned several floating objects reported by the community, fixed the trigger for the potato factory, improved the decor on several locations on the map. Farm 57 was edited and changed price of several plots of land. Case IH 7150 SA version 1001 fixed an issue with automatic tilt with other cutter bars and fixed automatic gear shifting issues. Fendt 900 TMS VARIO 1.1 fixed refueling trigger, fixed side hose connections, and fixed materials. Schluter 2500 VL 1.1 corrected the position and orientation of the player character while seated, added optional warning signs in various configurations, adjusted the engine sound, and fixed minor texture and XML issues. Volvo FH16 Tipper 1001 fixed texture on silage extension and added light bars. Emergency service version 1001 adjusted the siren sounds. Nice update to the Square Balers Plus mod for BB Mods version 1.1. Added New Holland Big Baler 1290 and Case IH LB 436 HD Plus. Added full AI support. Added support for clover and hay, soybean straw, and cornstalk custom bills. Added decoration options or decal option configuration with an accent color. Added option for all bell twine types and fixed none decal option, removing small warning decals. Members at PN182W Plus version 1001 JK, it's actually 1002. Little mistake there. Improved the AI worker behavior. Correct update on the Romaco U652 pack 2001. About said what? The function of the Pro Cut knife shaft has been changed from now on, regardless of the selected version of the disc arrow. It works as a mulcher. Lastly, from Montana, we have the Open Air Garden 1002. The garden unloading trigger works better for seed pallets, fill type converter for liquid manure, digestate, and liquid fertilizer to mineral fertilizer. This means you can now also deliver slurry, digestate, and liquid fertilizer to the gardens, use them in mineral fertilizer recipes. Also, the distributor now works faster. And your only new one for PC and Mac players is Auto Open Intelligent Gate Control. The mod allows you to decide whether gates and doors should open and close automatically, providing the appropriate triggers are installed. It's got intelligent player and vehicle detection, farm-based security check, configurable trigger settings, multiplayer support, built-in settings menu in game, and each player can enable or disable the function individually in multiplayer. Lastly, we have updates for PC and Mac players. Garage Contractor version 1001, chair in the changing room repositioned correctly, and all 5 chairs at the changing room table are now usable. VG Broadcast 1001, fixed broadcast now working on dedicated servers. And remember player positions 1021, workaround for the server player getting put into the vehicle. The client should span in. And there it is. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, drop a like, get subscribed if you do, and join the DjGoHam fam. Double check your notifications. That way you never miss videos like this one. I've actually released quite a few videos. Earlier this morning, we released the one on Alma, Missouri's update. So please check that out if you haven't seen it, and check out the vlog from FarmCon. It's a little bit shorter. I wanted to do a lot of extra work with it. Just didn't have a lot of time. So we got something fun together for you with a nice screenshots and videos and me driving a tractor terribly. It was a lot of fun. Nonetheless, I hope you have an awesome day. Happy Tuesday to you. We'll catch you in the next one.